This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Oh, Sean, Natalie wasn't here today, so you went rampant with cricket talk, and it was crazy.
Well, we had
No.
Well, we had Mel Jones to kick things off, Nathan. You did tell her without hiding any disdain towards cricket. You just said, "Look, it's not a sport."
Our producer Amy came in, right? And she said, so there's Mel. Mel wants to talk about this first and that first and blah, 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 and didn't relay my message, which was, tell her for 5 minutes we're going to be talking about the return of Yellowstone.
Which, by the way, is November 11th.
I know. I cannot wait. So Sam, who is our new panel op, Sam, you have never watched Yellowstone.
No. Well, it's on my list, I swear. It's on my list.
How do you not know how to live in a world and live your life by what would Beth Dutton do? Beth Dutton.
And that'll mean a lot to you in the future.
Beth Dutton.
Yeah, straight over his head.
Is this my new homework?
Yes.
Yellowstone?
Yes. And that's
Yeah.
not even homework.
Yeah.
That is a pleasure. Well, you're welcome.
Well, to be honest, Nat never watched Game of Thrones when she was here. Nathan and I were talking about it on a daily basis. So
Yeah.
Yellowstone's kind of like that. You need to be a part of it.
Yeah, less dragons.
Anyway,
So
Mel
that's
Jones,
exciting.
it was cricket.
Yeah. Also, we talk about the artist, the one from America that gets everyone to like strip all their gear off and then they go and lay in front of a bridge or something. He's in Australia, and we noticed that the age of the naked people was a little bit more mature. And we talk about what age people get their gear off, because we've got a theory that it's older people rather than younger people. Younger people, they see their doodles and their mini ha-has as private. Sean.
Yeah, they do.
As
Private parts.
As private parts. Yeah.
Towing mishaps, they happen to a lot of people these days, and we put that question out there, and geez, we got some responses.
And while we're talking about some fuel, Sean tried to get a bargain, and he did not.
Nathan,
Don't cry there.
Nat,
A moment, please.
and Sean.
Oh, yeah, no, this has become real.
937.
4 minutes past 6, Nathan, Nat and Sean. We are Natless today, but we are full of Nathan.
Natless in Seattle, but Nathan's here in the plenty. You've come back. You haven't sit in your chair for a while.
Sean.
So what's the go?
I just went back, and it just didn't stop. Like, to the point where this chair is like a dentist chair. Like, literally, I felt like I was getting a scale and clean. That was shocking. Who at a workplace needs to lean back like this?
I don't know.
Like, what is that? Unless you're getting
You
a
seem like you're seriously relaxed.
If my job was getting a pap smear, maybe. That's ridiculous. Hey, so we've got these new shoes that the B store gave us, right?
Yeah.
They're called MBTs.
I'm wearing mine.
And mine too. I'm wearing mine too. So it's a Maasai foot technology. Did you know that, Sean?
Yes, I do now. Absolutely.
Taken from the Maasai
Swiss
tribe.
engineering.
They've got these curved soles on them, so like a rocking chair, you know?
Yeah, they have.
And you can sort of stand there when you're doing nothing and just rock back and forth. They're the most comfortable shoe ever. They're brilliant, right? But the other day I was wearing them because I haven't taken them off, and I was putting eye drops in. I put my head back and I rocked
You
so
rock
far
back.
I nearly
don't
fell
rock back again, mate.
I went nearly hit the wall and fell over. So imagine that.
They reckon you find your centre of gravity in your body the way that they're designed.
Like the Maasai tribe.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like a Maasai tribe.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Birds of a feather.
Absolutely.
I think you're the first one to tell us about Billie Eilish because your kids are listening to her.
Oh yeah, Cooper was madly into that.
Yeah.
Huge. And every day when he's when he was in Billie Eilish or when he's into a particular artist, he puts on a concert every night when he goes and has a shower.
Oh,
A full concert.
remember the days when you
Like-
would listen to music in the shower? I remember there was a stage when people were saying it's so relaxing to read a book in the shower, and I tried, and it just meant my arms would dry.
Read a
and
book?
Yeah. So I tried it, and it was very awkward because pages get wet. And anyway, it was Harry Potter because that's the only thing I've ever read, really. But I end up taking my DVD player and TV, and I put that in the bathroom and just watch TV. In there.
Did you?
Yeah, which was dangerous.
That is dangerous. Well, we get a concert every time. Hey, I wanted to tell you something else, Nathan. You appreciate this. So the other day, having a diesel car, right? You know when the petrol cycle happens on a Tuesday, everyone goes and loads up.
Yep.
But with diesel, that's not a part of that cycle.
I know. I drove the Mazda Hybrid for a few weeks there.
Yeah.
The new, what is it?
Is it a 60? Something 60?
Yeah,
Was that-
CX60, I think.
CX60.
Yeah, CX60. So I drove that, and anyway, that was diesel, and I've never experienced the world as a diesel driver, Sean.
Oh.
And I noticed that you're not in the loop. It is prices don't really fluctuate that much.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
But what I did the other
And
day...
also, no one's ever at your nozzle.
No, there's plenty of room. It's really good that way.
No one's getting diesel.
One of the things so I was driving home and I thought I've got to get petrol, and it was I was feeling the tight ass within myself because I want to make sure that I'm saving every buck I can these days. Yeah. And so I jump on Fuel Watch, which you put me on to probably last year, which I'd never done before.
So basically it tells you the price of the fuel today, and then it'll tell you the price of the fuel tomorrow as well.
Yeah, so I was looking around, you put in your postcode and it gets you all the places around. But I saw that there was a petrol station, it was like a Vibe or something that I've gone to in the past. It's on way past my house on Rockingham Road. But because I was feeling like a tight ass, I saw that the diesel price there was about $1.56, which is super cheap.
Compared to?
When I was driving down Stirling Highway, they'll like say $1.77. And
it's
even
a 20 cent special.
Yeah, even though I was going to have to drive a mile past my house, I thought 20 cents.
Mate.
I could
And then
feel
when
myself.
you do the ads, I don't know how many litres go into a car, but like, what would that work out to be? A few bucks?
Well, it's over $100 every time to fill up my car. So yeah, I'm going to save. I might save $15 or something dollars, $20, mate.
Hey, Sean, it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. So I looked at the quick map and I thought, I know exactly where that Vibe is, and I kept driving, and in my mind I'm thinking, I'm going past 100 different petrol stations, looking at the different prices. 72, 73. Nah, I'm still getting a deal. Still getting a deal.
That's ridiculous.
So
Tell them they're dreaming.
Yeah, so I pull up to this Vibe, grab the diesel nozzle, and I start pumping it along. And I just decided to quickly look at the price, which I normally don't do. And it was $1.79. I'm like, they mightn't have changed the board or something.
Oh, that'd be
what I saw on Fuel Watch. So I go inside after I filled up my car, and it cost me more than I expected. And I walk inside and go, mate, just on the... I was looking on the app. The fuel's like $1.50 something, whatever it was. He goes, no, not here. And I went, I was just looking at this one, and I pulled out the app in front of me where this one is. He goes, no, that's a couple of streets down the road.
Couple of streets, Sean, a couple of streets.
I actually drove way past my house to get cheap petrol, paid more than every other bloody petrol station that I drove to go out there. Sean, did you buy 2 king-size 12s and a large Coke? Couldn't even afford that.
Well, it's
done with money on the
Sean. That is so... You know
trying to be a tight ass sometimes doesn't pay off.
This is the thing, though. But you know what? That is classic Sean McManus. That's why he'll be working until the day he dies.
100%, no.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
It was a special moment over the weekend, Sean. On Saturday... For 51 years, they have loved each other. I've never seen them hold hands. Marlene and Brian's wedding anniversary happened.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's all about whether Dad's going to remember or not. So Mum was telling me that on Friday night, early hours, Saturday morning, at 3 a.m., Dad hits her, hits her awake.
Yeah.
Says, Marlene. She goes, happy anniversary.
At 3 a.m.
3 a.m. And then Mum just goes, what? And he goes, happy anniversary. And he goes, I'm just saying it now because I won't remember later. And then he went back to sleep. So then Mum wakes up in the morning. Yeah. And she goes, oh, good morning. He goes, what? And she goes, it was very funny last night, you. And he goes, what? She goes, when you woke up at 3 a.m. and told me happy anniversary. He goes, did I? Can't remember. Is it our anniversary?
Did he? He's got CTE. He didn't remember.
It's happened 51 times to you. This is the 51st time. Yeah, so, you know what? Love is alive, Sean.
That is, Saturday night was their anniversary.
Yeah, that's the nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was my brother and sister-in-law's wedding anniversary on the same day then.
Oh,
yeah, this was Saturday night as well.
Did she get married in a tennis skirt in someone's backyard?
Absolutely not.
Well, there you go. Different love stories for different people.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Broadway's biggest blockbuster, Wicked, is flying into Crown Theatre this December. Tickets are selling fast, so don't miss out. Book now at wickedthemusical.com.au.
Everyone loves Wicked. You have to go see it. It's at Crown Theatre coming soon, and $200 cash plus a double pass to go and check it out is up for grabs right now.
But you've got to be able to win those tickets. Vanessa's our first contestant this morning. G'day, Vanessa.
Hi, how you going?
Good.
Hey, Vanessa. Are you a musical lady?
A little bit.
Yeah. Have you seen any? What have you seen in the past?
Most of them that come to the Bears would I go and see, but my memory's not that good.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Do you line up afterwards and get the T-shirt and get the commemorative book?
No, not usually.
Oh, because you don't have $400.
That's right.
Well, after this, hopefully you got $200 cash, but wait
you can get half a jumper. You're going
that'd be
against
awesome.
Ottie from Auburn Grove. Hey, Ottie. Oddie?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Oddie.
Oddie. How you going, buddy?
Very good, thank you. Nice morning.
Oh, thanks, Oddie. Hey, Oddie, have you been to a musical performance before, Oddie?
Yes, I have. It was something to do with something I can't remember. It was awesome.
That's how good it was.
I
Jeez, it
loved
had an
it.
impact
It was
on you.
really good. It
That
was
sounds
just
like a
the-
review
it
by
was
my
up-
dad.
Yeah, it was cool. I loved it.
Well, this one is something that you know about. It's all about the Wizard of Oz. It's the prequel. It's going to be amazing. Here's the deal, guys. This is called Good Witch, Wicked Witch for a reason. Now, we're using for the very first time, Sean, our virtual board.
Looks lovely, the
up in
wheel.
the studio after our renovation. That is a wheel that is segmented into good and wicked. If you land on a good question, then you know what? You're going to be cruising because these good questions are pretty easy. If you land on a wicked question, then you might be in trouble. It's a little bit trickier. We're going to get 5 questions each. All right? Are we ready? We're going to go, I think, with Vanessa first, Sean.
We will.
All right, Vanessa, are we ready?
I think so.
We're going to spin the wheel for you now.
Go.
Oh, no.
Straight off the bat, it's a wicked question.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
You should know this. Just listen to what I'm saying. Who is Tony Watson better known as? Very famous right now, Tony Watson.
I have no idea. Which?
Tones and I.
Tones and I.
It is Tones and bloody I.
Yeah.
I know. What's the point?
So, general knowledge questions. So,
yeah.
next up, though, got to spin the wheel for Otti.
All right, Oddie, you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. He got a good one, Sean.
Good question for
He
you,
got a
Otti.
good one, Sean.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here's your question. Which profession is said to keep their distance from you if you eat an apple a day?
The doctor.
Yes.
Apple away, keep the doctor away. Perfect.
Congratulations. All right, let's go back to Vanessa. Vanessa, we're spinning the wheel for you right now. Here we go. Let's see. Good or wicked?
He's having a joke.
All right. Here we go. Which chess piece can't move in a straight line?
Oh my gosh. I'll say the king.
No, incorrect. It is the knight. Sean knew
It's
that.
the knight, yeah.
Sean knew that. All right, Oddie, you're up next. Let's spin the wheel.
Here we go again.
Is it good?
It is good. You're on a roll here, Otti.
If this keeps
God's on
going,
my side.
if this keeps going, we might have to give a software update to the screen.
I think so. So here is the question for you, Otti. In the land of
Okay.
Oz, what colour is the brick road?
Yellow.
Oh, Oddie says in your face, Vanessa. All right, Vanessa, let's see if we can get a good one here. Let's have a look.
Come on.
She's got a good one.
No.
You know you got a good
Oh,
one. You got a good one. You got a good one.
Yay.
All right, here we go. A classic clown trick is to spray someone in the face with water after sniffing which object that they have on their lapel.
A flower.
Yes!
Yay.
All right, Vanessa, you're on the board.
Score check.
2 to Otti, 1 to Vanessa.
Right.
Otti's still got another go here.
Let's go. Let's spin up.
We're
Oddie.
spinning
All right,
straight away.
Let's see.
Good one. Come on, my lord. You're on my side.
Nah. No.
It is a wicked question for you, Otti.
All right.
Here we go. In the musical Wicked, Madame Morabelle, is that right, Nath?
Yeah, Marble.
Marable summons a twister which inadvertently brings who to Oz?
Dorothy.
Have you seen Wicked?
Yes.
No. That's great.
Well, you got it.
Mate,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do next for Vanessa. Spin the wheel. All right,
Come on, good.
that was
Wicked.
right on the line.
You got a stinker
That was
again.
right on the line. You might know this, though. Sean knew it. I didn't. What nationality was Charlie Chaplin? It's a simple one.
Oh, English?
Boom. Yeah, in your face, Wicked.
All right, we got 3-2 to Otti at this stage.
All right, spin the wheel for Oddie, thanks. Good or wicked, good or wicked, good or wicked.
It's going to be good. It's gonna be
Oddie, it's good, mate.
It certainly is good.
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Here's your question, Oddie. What is the last name of all three members of the Jonas Brothers?
Jonas?
Correct.
How'd you get it? Let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. Vanessa wants one of those ones.
Okay,
Vanessa wants
4-2 in Oddie's favour.
that. All right. Good. We got a
Is
good
it good?
one. Yeah,
Yes,
we got a
good
good one.
question.
Are you ready? Served
Yeah.
with mash. What is the more common name for bangers?
Sausages.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Sean loves a banger.
Okay.
All right, spin the wheel for Oddie. Let's go.
Oddie, if you get this right, you take out today's
I get a
play.
sausage?
You get a
I want a
sausage.
It is a good question.
It's a good one, Sean.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here is the question. The most famous song from Wicked is Defying what?
Boom.
Gravity?
Yes, that's right, Oddie!
Oh, you're kidding.
The
Are you
good witch
kidding?
was with you today, mate. You have got a double pass to go and see Wicked, and also you're taking home $200 cash as well, so you can spend it for that night. Have a good night out.
No.
No, there you go. Have
No.
a good. No, what? What do you mean? No.
What do you mean, Oddie?
You've
taken
no
everything.
comment.
Oh, no comment. All right.
Well, you're going to have a good time. You got the tickets, you got the cash. Away you go.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, T.
Hi.
I'm going to get you to stay here for this one
Oh, okay.
because I've seen you and you were in good nick.
I don't know about
Just everyone
that.
knows
Nathan.
it's coming from a gay male. She's in good nick. She's like
I'm gonna sit
top
down here.
shelf.
You better.
She's looking good, right? To the point where I think like there's certain people that look so good, Sean. You go, God, what's the point of clothes?
What's the point of wearing clothes?
That's right. You know what I mean? Like for me, this is a clothed body.
Yeah. Nathan's a never nude. We've spoken about that.
I'm a never nude.
He's a never nude.
But I can imagine. Do you just go home and just like rip your gear off?
Sometimes I walk around.
I want to talk about the artist, the US artist who's in Australia again doing that thing. You know, the one that gets massive amounts of people, they all
Yep.
get naked. He was in Brisbane this
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Got them all going on a bridge. Could you ever do that?
Oh, I think that's just drawing the line for me. I don't think I could. I don't have.
You
Nah.
you can't meet somebody for the first time and their penis. You know what I mean?
It's a bit
you
much,
literally,
isn't it?
You literally just can't, Sean. It's a lot. For me, that's a lot.
How many people were involved in this photo? We've seen the picture. Well, a lot of people can. You
Sean,
can see this online.
Tens of thousands.
Of nudes.
And they had two lots. They had one lot lying on a bridge and had another lot along like a jetty thing. It was
It's a lot of bits out, isn't it?
just a lot of bits. And I just think, like, who are they? And I was looking really closely at the picture and I thought, there's no one like T there. I didn't come across a T
No.
in there.
I'm
Came
going to
across
slot myself in the tour.
Who was the likely candidates that you spotted?
I mean, it just looked
On the
like,
road,
imagine when your parents had their friends over back in the day. It looked like their friends have all taken their gear off. You know what I mean? And these are people that are in comfortable marriages, so they don't go to the gym.
They don't care.
I think it's the old. It's definitely the oldies who feel more comfortable.
Well, straight away, I don't think that we live in a next generation nude era.
No.
I don't think for me, when I think nudist, I think older. I think 50 plus.
Yeah, 'cause they just don't care
50 plus,
anymore.
even 60 plus maybe.
Yeah. I think that's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, the retirees.
When I first started playing footy, one guy who came over from another club, he decided that he was a nudist every time we stayed together. So we first stayed together in a hotel in Melbourne, and the moment we walked in the door, he took all his clothes off. And I thought,
what a welcome.
is this a hazing of sorts is going to take place here?
It's just a lot, isn't it?
But then when you're in a big group of in the showers and stuff, that's what the go was. But over the years, Nate, since I've left the Freo, they're doing it differently. They all wear their cock jocks or Speedos or whatever the case is.
Yeah, they're too woke to show, dude.
But the other week when I was at the golf club and I played a game of golf, as soon as the game's finished, right,
Are
you
you
go
talking
into the
about what's
club
happening
room.
in the locker room?
Yeah, as soon as you go in the locker room, everyone just derobes in a
Oh
heartbeat.
my God, they're all
No
bending
one's
over,
worried
picking
about
up
it.
their stuff. You're seeing 18
They're
holes.
dropping soap.
Or the 19th.
The 19th hole's terrifying. We've got a theory, right? We've got a theory that only older people get nude a lot.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
We'd like to talk about this. We want to know if you love getting your gear off, and we'd like to know your approximate age as well, because I don't think that we have the next generation, Sean, of people that are showing their mini ha-has.
We're dying out.
I think it's a dying breed. I
Dying
totally
out.
agree with that.
It's all private now. It's private,
Yeah.
private minis.
Yeah. Derek's in Averley. Good morning to you, Derek.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey, Derek. Well, Derek, you sound 22, but let us know your real age.
I just turned 61, actually.
Okay.
Hey,
Happy
Derek.
birthday,
Well done, mate.
Derek. All right. So what does a 61-year-old man do in the clothing situation?
Try to be as naked as possible at the time, as long as there's not really any viewing it.
Oh, okay. As long as there's not people viewing it.
Okay. So have you ever gone to? Okay. So you when you're at home, your gear off.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. And
but-
most
but
my friends
even-
hope that I have a towel on the couch.
Just in case someone knocks on the door.
What's that? That's my arse towel. Welcome. Sit down. Would you like one? Do you put some clothes on when you're cooking?
Yeah, I've got an apron though.
Liar. You're one of the people that pretend to wash their hands in the bathroom when they don't.
Oh, exactly. But I was part of in Mardi Gras 2010.
Yeah.
I was part of the 5,000 odd people that got naked in front of the Opera House.
Oh, so you did
Derek.
this exact thing for Spencer
Yeah.
Tunick.
Yeah, Tunic in Mardi Gras 2010.
Okay, so what's the deal? What's it like when you're just with a bunch of strangers and no one's got clothes on? What's it like?
Yeah, it's a horrifying experience when you think you get there for like nearly 2 or 3 hours before.
Yeah. To warm up.
Sure, you're doing like rolling it in your hand like plasticine.
Exactly. And everybody's clothed, and they've got they had shows on and drag queens coming around cheering you up and all that sort of stuff. And then they said, just as the sun was coming up, they said, everybody strip. And it's like, and everybody stripped. And I must admit, it was quite freeing. Within about half an hour, everybody was quite fine,
It does look empowering when they drop the roses. It's like you're in you're in a tampon ad. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm a woman, sort of thing. How many people there would you say? Is it a good thing that they had their clothes off? How many there were like top shelf? Percentage-wise,
there was a lot of top shelf.
There was?
mean, yeah, there was quite a lot of top shelf. I was definitely, lower shelf. But,
It's good honesty, Derek. I'm not sure if you start after a while you stop sizing everyone up because you're too conscious about what you're doing.
But something will walk past you and go, "Oh Jesus!"
Exactly.
Insane. Do you have the picture? Do you have the picture at your house?
I do. I have because everybody gets the picture,
Yeah.
and I can sort of pick out where I am to a certain degree, but you can't really tell because it's one of the smaller ones. And then I've got the...
What do you mean, one of the small ones?
They put them in categories, Sean.
Derek. That sounds like a good time. Well,
Derek.
you've done it firsthand,
There
what we're
you go.
talking about.
All right. That's hilarious. Thanks, Derek. Carly is in Thornley. Hey, Carly.
Hello.
Carly, we
Carly.
just spoke to Derek, 61 years young, loves getting his gear off. What about you?
But he doesn't do it in public
Doesn't do it
normally.
in
He
public?
did it for the photo.
Jesus, that's public, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not in public.
Yeah.
So I've had 2 kids. I'm 27, but I've had 2 girls,
Yeah.
and it's not what it used to be, so...
So you don't care anymore, is that what we're saying, Carly? It's like, I don't care if people see with my
Yeah,
clothes
so
off.
like after you have 2 kids, you're just like,
Stuff it.
oh, well.
And then, just like, I've got no time for buttons. I have children.
Yeah.
I can't put on pants. You know what I mean? I can't put on pants. And
The old well feeling.
yeah, do you? Are you
I'm fighting against that daily.
Are you like what's his name?
Derek,
and you go home and just take your gear off.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, have you ever? What happens when there's a knock on the door? Has there ever been an emergency,
Yeah,
like a clothing emergency, and you're nude?
Oh, you've got to be very... You know where your exit is.
Dive behind the couch, Nath. That's a safe spot.
Yeah. No, I was in my house once, and
Yep.
the post lady came to the door,
Yeah.
and She's seen me. I'd never run so quick in my life.
Oh, yeah, hiding your UPS from her.
No, but now I know her personally now, so now I always say, you could have bought me a drink first.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Have you got a partner, Carly?
Yes.
Is he?
Husband.
Husband. Is he nude as well, or are you just nude around him?
No, he always complains that I'm always nude.
Sean, isn't that terrible what marriage does? Yeah. You're now with this person that you loved and you courted, and now your complaint is they are naked. Oh, mate. I hope you still hold hands. But if not, 51 years in the future, I can tell you what Marlene and Brian say is going to happen. That is hilarious.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Sean, a new law has passed. A lot of people say that we live in a nanny state, but this is brilliant.
Yeah, I don't think this shouldn't be linked to it at all.
Not
That's
at
to do
all.
with the P-platers only being able to drive around with one passenger. Tom's Law, which they're calling it, after Tom Safiotti lost his life. This is rung true really strongly over the last year for me with I've got two P-platers in the household, but we also lost a young footballer by the name of Nick Campo earlier this year, and you would have seen that over the news on and on again. And if these laws were in place, then both Tom and Nick would still be here because there wouldn't be 4 or 5 people in the car at any one time.
Now, I do understand for kids it's a tough time because, they're looking at your social media, restricting you on that, and now you're telling you how many people you can have in your car for the first 6 months if you P-plate. But having listened to people that have had their licence who have been your age in a car, it's bloody worth it. Because I know how distracted I was. Looking back to the way I was driving like an idiot because that is the first time you get into a car. I believe that you shouldn't be able to get into certain powered cars as well, like V8s and stuff. You
100%.
100%.
I don't agree with that at all.
But not on the first year or couple of years of your licence. It's ridiculous. You wouldn't hand someone that just, learned how to shoot a machine gun.
No, not true.
It's insane.
No, Nathan, I totally agree with you. So it's really interesting in WA. So if you're going for your Ps, you've got to do 50 hours. It's got to be recorded. In Melbourne, it's 100. It's not. Yeah. And I think on New South Wales, one of the others is almost 150, so 3 times more experience than what we have to do in WA. And when you say about recording the amount of hours you do, a lot of people fudge the books and all that kind of stuff. 100%. So it's not accurate at all.
It's like they're people job keepers' diaries.
Yeah, so they might, Nathan, just go and be able to pass that test on that one given day. And I've been in the car with... I can say a couple of my kids sometimes when they've just got their licence, I'm still all over their driving because they just don't have the competency at that time. So I still believe it needs to be more hours. Bring it back to just one passenger car. It just makes sense for everyone out there that, with experience now, Nath.
Because you know what? You're not getting behind a wheel, you're getting behind a possible weapon. Yeah. And it's about what can happen to you and it's about what happened to the people as well. But also, just the guilt. If you, in your first 6 months of driving, to be honest, any time holding a licence, but for you to be in a scenario where you have survived and you have lost friends that while you were driving, the guilt that would put on would be insane. So that first 6 months just gives you a little bit of time to be able to settle into what driving is.
I would love them to do what you said before, and hopefully you're looking at that, and that is to make sure that the cars that they're driving around, are up to a certain spec, so you're not driving those high-powered cars. And I think that I don't understand why it's schooling. It's one of the most important things we do in our lives. And at the age of 17, you're able to get your licence, in which case most kids are still at school, right? So 95% of kids are probably still at school. Why aren't we doing stuff there?
In schools like in America where you do actually driving lessons at school?
I don't understand why we're not doing that. It doesn't make any sense.
We're doing home ec, Sean. We're learning how to make porridge.
But we're not using a lot
scratch.
of all these skills that we're learning and parts of education that we're learning at school, and they put a lot of work into it. We leave them behind when we leave the schoolyard, right?
Yep.
But this, as a skill itself, is something that stays with us for all our lives. And imagine the amount of lives it can save by just going about that as an extra curricular activity.
Because at school, I learned the school on how to make board shorts. I didn't really. Mum just sewed them, and then I brought them in and acted like I did it. But do I need to know board shorts, or do I know how to drive a car properly?
Yeah, for sure.
I buy my board shorts. There's your answer.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Sean.
Yes, Nath.
I have never, ever owned a car that has a tow ball.
Are you serious?
There are tow ball people and there are non-tow ball people. I think tow ball males that have a tow ball, they're like real men. They're men that have a trailer that they put things in like wood and concrete machines or something. And then just heaps of sand. I've never been a person that needed heaps of sand.
Yeah.
And I've just never had a tow ball.
I've got to say it's a good moment when you first start to tow things behind, whether it's picking up a trailer, which I used to do for my dad, or whatever the case is. When we had a boat many years ago, just being able to haul that around and also reverse it, which is an unbelievable skill because you're going the opposite way, you know.
Jackknifing, you don't want to jackknife. That's all I hear. I've heard about the warnings of tow balls, and I've gone, I don't have the skills. I know I don't have the skills to go down that road. And also, another person didn't have the skills either, a man aged in his 60s. Driving a black Toyota Land Cruiser east on Kent Street in Bicton, Sean, your neck of the woods.
Yep.
He came into trouble when he turned left onto Point Walter Road about 11:30 p.m. on Saturday. He was towing a buoy. What's that mean? A mooring buoy? It's
a mooring buoy. So when you go past the river at any stage, you'll see those mooring buoys, which is a boat tied onto that allows it to stay in the one position. It floats.
Yep. Okay, so the buoy swung out, as you would when you go past the corner. It swung out and it hit a white Toyota Land Cruiser parked outside a home. And then it basically just dragged and was just causing carnage. Then it flipped the actual car that was towing it upside down. It was a lot because it got caught.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So going up the hill, that's a really expensive part of Bicton. So you're going up the hill right away from the river, and there's beautiful houses. So he just sweeps to the left-hand side. And again, Nath, on that part of Point Walter Road, there is many Land Cruisers because they're very expensive on the front of those lawns. Beautiful houses.
I did think we were going to be popping into like Range Rover territory around that area. Where's the Range Rovers kick in around? You know, all those G wagons. Where are they?
I would say that they're probably Dalkeith area, but most people are still getting around in the Land Cruisers.
They're like $120,000 or something.
And then some.
How embarrassing. What would you have done? If no one was there, would you have gotten in and driven off? I would have. I know that's illegal, but it's just too much. You just lock it.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Because it was like, it was just before midnight, so it was like 11:30 or something. So what do you do? Yeah, I mean, apart from the fact that he was in trouble and everybody came to help him out, the ambulance came. Yeah. But if that's not the case, right, do you have to go and then knock on someone's door?
I don't know, Sean. I mean, the residents there, they're all confused as well. This is a guy that we saw on the news this morning. He looks like he's wearing the clothes of someone from Duck Dynasty.
It could have been worse. Well, my mate's car was parked behind there.
Okay.
If it wasn't a Land Cruiser, it would have been buggered.
So it could have been worse. And that's the thing. When someone does something horrendous, always say to them it could have been worse. It makes them feel better, you know?
Yeah.
We want to know. Towing. People that have tow balls and have used the tow balls, what can go wrong when towing something with a tow ball?
Yeah, did your trailer just fall off completely?
Yeah,
did you leave your boat behind? Brendan's in Applecross. G'day, Brendan.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Brendan. So, Brendan, in my mind, men, and this is so sexist, but men, I'm not one of them, were born with the abilities to tow things. Is that true?
Well, some men can tow things. So this is a story about my mate. It's not my story.
Of course it is, yep.
So he got all excited and decided to buy himself a jet ski.
Oh, why would you?
It was a second-hand jet ski.
Yep.
So he picked it up on a Friday afternoon, and on his maiden voyage, the jet ski started to sink. So he somehow gets it back to shore and thinks, rightio, I've got to get this jet ski out of the water. So he puts it on the trailer, and this is where the mistake started to happen.
Yeah.
So because it was a brand new jet ski that's for him, the shackle that you tie the jet ski on wasn't on the trailer, so he had no shackle. So he thought, it doesn't matter, I've got the strap, so I'll just keep the strap on it.
Yep, I'll strap it down.
He's just the hook that he winds it onto the trailer with. Yep. And then he decided that I'm only going a short distance, so I won't need to strap the back of the jet ski down either. And obviously he's quite frustrated with his situation because he's bought this new ski and it doesn't work.
Yeah, of course.
Properly. Okay, so then he's in Applecross. He pulls the ski out of the water, heads down to turn onto Kintail Road and takes the corner too sharply. Well, the jet ski wheel clips the curb, bounces up. Yeah. The trailer comes off the tow ball, so now the trailer's being dragged by the chain only.
Yeah.
But not only that, the ski bounces off the trailer and he's now skidding down the road 20 metres behind him and he's pulling it along by the strap.
Oh, okay. All the fiberglass is just getting smashed.
He said the sound was horrendous. So when he finally got out and walked down there, a lady behind him decided instead of overtaking him and just going past, she would stop. so nobody could get past. So as time went on, there's 20, 30 cars piled up behind him as he's blocking the road, and everybody's just shaking their head.
Well, I mean, seriously, some people are going, "Oh, that's not how you use a jet ski."
No, that's not. They don't go on the road like that.
Go on the road.
They are the motorbike of the sea, not the motorbike of the road.
Sean, I've heard they're designed for the water. So that's
how did he get it lifted up? Did he have to get someone with a high-ab or something to be able to pick it off the road?
He was lucky. A big four-wheel drive came past that were towing 2 jet skis behind him, and 4 blokes jumped out.
Oh.
They had a chuckle, and they said, "No worries, fellas, we'll pick it up and we'll put it back on your trailer for you."
Because the only thing left to do would be to hopefully not too many people around get a screwdriver under the license plate. Do they have license plates?
They have stickers with their numbers.
Peel the sticker off and just walk off.
Yeah.
Just walk off, Sean, and sometimes it's best to leave it. Thanks, buddy.
Brendan.
Hey, Paula's in Duncraig. Hey, Paula.
Hello.
Paula, are you a lady that tows?
Yes, I do. But this story is like the other man.
Yes.
Who is a friend of ours.
Yeah, okay.
Who had the incident. And they had an Expandalai car, but then they upgraded, and they were then getting some petrol down south and forgot they had a different caravan and went under the roof. Did the drive-through and forgot that they didn't have the same height caravan.
I smashed the whole top off.
And those people, doesn't matter what they've gone through, what situation put them there, the fact that they've got a new caravan, anyone that's driving past just goes, "What dickheads." And that is the worst, isn't it? That is the worst.
Unfortunately, definitely. When we drive past and we look at where it was, like, oops.
When you just have something dickheadish like that, does you covered by insurance?
Yeah. Oh, if you got the caravan.
For dickhead things?
Yeah, there's no things about, because you can... I know you're laughing at me, Nath, because you see me doing this all the time. But there's no law about being a dickhead.
Okay, great. I was just sort of worried because I thought the show would get shut down. Simone's in Lansdale. Hey, Simone.
Hi.
All right, who's towing, Simone?
I was.
Oh, great. All right. I want to see if a lady can tow. Do it.
A lady can tow, but not very well.
That's okay. That's okay.
What happened with you, Simone?
Last year we were in the middle of the Wanneroo fires, and my husband was racing back from work to try and get some of our cars out of the property, and I decided that I wasn't going to wait for him. So I loaded the race car onto the trailer.
What race car? What sort of race car is it?
An off-road race car.
Yes.
The next door neighbour, who's actually an off-road racer, helped me load it, and hubby said to me, "No matter what, just make sure it's in park before you leave." And I went, "Yeah, cool. The next door neighbour loaded it. He's a driver. He would have put it in park."
Yeah, of course he would have.
And off I went, and 3 streets later, I braked to go around the roundabout, and the race car came through the back of my car.
Oh, no way. So what? How far in the back of your car? What happened?
It ripped all the undercarriage out of the race car, so that was a costly damage for that one. But my car was okay. It was about $2,500.
Did you think of how you could lie about this to your partner to seem like you'd done nothing wrong? Did you have that thought?
I blamed the next door neighbour completely.
That's true, because he was the one who loaded up there. Of course he would have put it in park. With the handbrake on.
Yep. And then also, at the end of that, while saying what happened, it was the neighbour, then you got to cry.
Well, the fires were literally approaching as we sat on the side of the road trying to get the car back on the trailer. So I kind of had a good reason to not get in trouble.
Hey, how were you on the flip side of those fires? Everything cool?
They got to across the road from us.
Oh, mate, I'm so lucky that we don't live in the fire areas.
Yeah.
It's it's unbelievable stuff. Glad that you're safe, Simone, but that car, not too good. Let's go to Martin in Mount Helena. Hey, Martin.
How are you?
Good, buddy. Martin, was it you towing or is it someone else?
I've done a lot of towing, but I have a much funnier story about somebody I saw doing something really dumb.
I love it. Was it Sean? What happened?
No, it wasn't Sean.
Yeah.
I was at the boat ramp in Cairns. I just pulled my boat out of the water and was tying it up, and it was very busy. And there's this guy with a brand new Land Cruiser and a beautiful big boat. And because it was busy, I could see he decided to do the quick launch trick, which, if you know what you're doing, is great. You basically unfasten your boat, you unhook it at the front there. You back down the ramp, tap the brakes, the boat slides off into the water.
Oh, okay,
Somebody with a rope holding it on.
So it's like going to bartenders on the other side of the bar and they just fling your drink at you. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Works really well if you know what you're doing. But this day it was low tide in Cairns. It was a fairly sizable tide, and the bottom of the ramp was slippery. So this guy backed down the ramp, tapped his brakes, and the car didn't stop. it kept on going.
Sliding.
Straight into the water. The boat floated off. The person who was holding the rope for the boat was so shocked they let the rope go, so the boat floated away as well. And we watched this Land Cruiser slowly settle into the water and disappear.
No way, man. It went right in.
Yep, it went right in, all the way in and floated away. I actually swam out and hooked a rope onto its tow bar and dragged the rope ashore, and we tied it off so that it wouldn't go far. And then some tow truck people came along that, and they hooked it up and pulled it all out.
I don't think people realise, because of the name, it's a Land Cruiser. It's supposed to go on land. When a car goes in the ocean like that, we've seen it so many times, right? When they pull it out, can you... What's the deal? Can you salvage that car?
No, it's right off. Salt water destroys it. That's the end of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Big time Land Cruiser. We're just talking about how expensive they are, mate. They are not bloody cheap.
Oh.
No.
Wow, that's huge. Thanks, buddy.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nat will be back tomorrow, but Sean, you know what? We've got a whole department here, very technological. Let's go to Sam with the socials. Hello, Sam.
G'day, guys.
We were just talking about towing.
Towing mishaps.
Towing
fact, yes, you're correct, Sean. We had a video sent in from Danielle of a mishap that happened at a certain yacht club in Perth. It's pretty tragic, very sad. So please head to our Nathan, Nat and Sean story socials to have a look. But the best part was that the security guard didn't even say anything. He just sent the security footage straight to the dad. No words said.
Didn't even give everyone a heads up. Straight to the dad.
Yeah, just of the videos of his son getting out of the car,
This is why you
scratching
should
his
never
head.
be a member of somewhere where your parents are a member of.
Oh, they've got, one of those places, the CCTV is everywhere. You'll love the vision.
It's great.
It's great. It's of a guy towing a boat trailer, by the way.
Hey, tomorrow, Donna Hay. She's got a new book out, Sean, and we're going to help her sell it, because I want to have another beautiful house and beautiful water in a beautiful suburb.
I'm not sure if you're going to help her sell it. I'm sure you're going to rip the piss out of it, to be honest.
Well, I mean, some people are stupid. You remember when they're suddenly in recipes, it was like, a dusting. Shut up. It's like a cupful, a spoonful, not a dusting. How am I supposed to measure a dusting? What's dust to you? What's dust to me? Anyway, it's going to be great tomorrow. Also, we're going to have more tickets to Wicked up for grabs when we play Good Witch, Bad Witch. Hi, Ross.
Miss you, Nath. Good to have you back.
Thanks, Ross.
Don't you always say Donna Hay, but don't sometimes you eat over the sink to save yourself dishes?
Yeah.
Smart.
What do you mean sometimes?
Yeah. And you have the water running so the crumbs go down.
That's good. That's
good. The life of Nathan. Great to have you back, buddy.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.